All right, class, settle down. Class is in session. Everyone get to your seats. Hey there, YouTube. I'm Yukitsu. This is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Don't Starve as we try to make this cave series work. Arrgh. But yeah, we're playing as Maxwell. In case you didn't know, we're having immense trouble finding caves and actually getting to them. This one, we've changed the rules again slightly. Well, not from the last time, but we have stuck with our thing where we're not playing this completely screwed. We're going ahead and saying that we have 3 days before we go into the caves. I'm not sure if that's enough. We might have to alter the rules further. Probably don't change them further. But, yeah, we're down in a new set of caves. I've spent the 3 days, and I just walked down here. Oh, son of a bitch, these are right here. Okay, so we have to be a little bit careful, just so that I don't get owned by any tentacles here. Let's get, Chester over here. Right. Do you want to carry our gold there, Chester? I think you do. Good boy. Who's a good boy? There's a good boy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just harvest up a bunch of these light bulbs. And they are extremely useful. They can be used for the lantern, and that is going to help us out quite a bit. They can also be used to refuel the lantern. So we're going to continue on past here for a little bit. Now, one of the nice things about Maxwell is that his sanity doesn't really decrease in the same way that other people's does. What the hell's going on over here? There's a bit of a fork in the road. How likely is it that heading this way is going to lead us to resources? Pretty low, in all honesty, I feel. We'll have to build another torch, though, real quick. We have to get our lantern built before we can really take advantage of it. One of the things that I'm immediately going to like about this series compared to our last one is that Maxwell does not get the aggro from those rabbits like Weber does. Weber actually is like the bane of the existence of those rabbits for some reason, and they just despise him more than life itself and anything else, and will chase him to the farthest corners. Oh, shit. It's a good thing I'm wearing my, I'm actually wearing the shadow armor right now, which went down a huge chunk of percentage after just a single hit, so just goes to show, like, this guy's advantage of the starting year, not as significant as you'd necessarily think it is. Like, you'd think that being able to start with that would be huge. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I've showed you these before. I have definitely seen them before, so they're not interesting or new to me, but, I mean, there are just these gigantic freaking, tentacles from time to time. They don't seem to really do too much. You can hit them and cause the little tentacles to sprout out and attack you, but that's neither here nor there. And we are getting quite hungry. There's a slurtle mound. Fantastic. Let's go do this and just eat some carrots under the light of this glowing, lovely tree here. And that should be close enough to full for now. But yeah, if we find a good grove of these trees, they do provide perpetual lights. They're an excellent place to set up a camp, because they're usually in fairly safe territory. Oh, and here we might go. They're a source of constant wood. There are apparently bats here, though. I don't really want to set up near a bunch of bats, because they will also chase me to the farthest corners and ends of the earth, so they're not an ideal partner or anything like it. Of course, a natural light spot is also a great place to set up a basic camp, so let's just check our map here. It's probably all Slurtle territory heading up to the north here, but there's nothing wrong with Slurtle territory. They're usually pretty friendly. Alright, we're going to head into the wide abyss there, by which I mean there's apparently just nothing right there. Looks like the bats have gotten tired of chasing me, so we're going to actually go ahead and just juke around and check what's down south of the main entrance there. Actually, it's either there or east of these tentacles that we'd want to check. We still have a full torch, so it's not like we're that poorly off. Oh dear, it's an earthquake I feel. Is that an earthquake I feel? I think it is. But in any event, let's just keep running here. Oops. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and try running. We'll grab this, actually, while we're at it. We're just going to continue running down south this time, see what's there. I'm hoping for one of those natural light spots, in all honesty. A natural base would be, of course, even better, but they're pretty unlikely to happen. Alright. Dang it, another light down. That's kind of how I feel about this whole situation, Maxwell, so It's just you and me and the rock lobsters down here. Alright, here's a natural light spot. Go ahead and do this for a second. Excellent, there's some grass and twigs. The reason I like these natural light spots is that they do have the grass and twigs as a perpetual resource, so it's a little bit easier to set up shop down here in these areas, and you're more likely to find a naturally occurring camp, which is great if you can get one. It just saves you a lot of time. We had that with our previous guy who was down here, and it was just rain all the time, and I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. I already complain about rain a lot in the base game. Like, it is too severe to a certain extent, in my opinion. And so when they've got a season that is just endless rain and it doesn't stop ever, that's just brutal. That's just, I don't want to play anymore sort of thing. So that's why I switched over to disabling spring. So that is my tip for you guys. There are plenty of ways to actually cope with spring, in all honesty, so it was a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction, but it comes up to preference. I mean, if you're not having fun with the game, then why play it? That's my sort of opinion on that matter. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We've got 3 little patches here. I'm not actually sure how many of these lead to anything outside. This is probably bats and potentially spiders, so I don't want to stick around here too long. Oh, crap. Bats indeed. Might end up having a little bit of trouble depending on how far these guys chase me. Bats do have a little bit too far of a chase distance and all, in my opinion here. Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, we're exploring now. Alright, let's build one of these before our current light goes out. We're really taking advantage of the fact that Maxwell does not care at all about his sanity meter. Alright, where are we and what have we seen? Nothing really that special, though there's new terrain up here. I think this is Mycenium. Alright, we got some mist over here, which is interesting. Nothing interesting actually going on, though. Let's just continue on as fast as we can. Oh, here's the rabbit village. And the nice thing about this is that they don't attack Maxwell by default, so this is usually a better place for Maxwell than it is for Weber. Because Weber, if I was here, they would immediately just start wrecking me because they hate my guts for no good reason. Oh, there's a ruby. It exploded, unfortunately. Ouch. Alright. Full health again anyway, so who cares? Alright. But yeah, the bunnymens aren't even coming out of their homes for me. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, we could build our house near the bunnymens. But let's continue exploring. I mean, it's so much easier to explore when you're Maxwell because your sanity bar doesn't go down. Which is the basic reason I'm still going. Because we found a couple places that could potentially set up a village for a normal character. But when your natural sanity regeneration is this high, you can just sort of go around here. Of course, the weakness of that is that... Oh, this went down a little bit because I got pegged in the head by a stupid rock. That's fun. I wonder if there is a way to repair it. I can't remember. I get the feeling like I could probably add shadow fuel to it, and that, or nightmare fuel to it, and that might actually improve the amount of stuff that I've got for it. Oh crap! Those are the big spiders. Yeah. Fortunately, the spiders down here you can still kill using the old methods. Just build baskets, so they aren't actually too scary. Is this my last torch? I think it is. There we go. We might be on the route to finding the ruins, and I don't particularly mean to find those right now. So, I mean, we've got some pretty interesting places that we could set up our stuff. By that rabbit village might be okay. There is natural light there, so that makes it a perfectly good place to settle. And the natural light is just simply useful so that you don't have to waste as much fuel during the days. Okay. And of course it also saves you a little bit on torches. Now, we do want to be relatively near the light bulbs, but there is a light bulb growing here, so we could potentially farm that over and over and over again. It's not the best idea, though, to just stick with one. We wouldn't be able to eat meat at all if we lived there, which is a downside. Let's go ahead and make sure we've got a backup torch. Constantly have a backup torch when you're down in these caves. We've got tons and tons of readied resources. Oh, there's rock lobsters around here. They're friendlies, so we could take advantage of the friendly nature of the rock lobsters to protect us from the glowworms and other nasty things that show up eventually. And they will show up eventually. Alright, so that's a very interesting place to know about. We'll have to keep that in mind, because they're an excellent resource just for combat. They eat rocks and flint and stuff like that. It's easy to find that stuff down here. It does rain on your head from time to time. So it's really easy to get those guys to be on your side down here. And they're the toughest enemy slash friend that you could get in this game. So they're excellent. I like them a ton. Right, so we can't have meat if we live there directly, but we could live somewhere like more over here. Or even another one to the right, maybe, if there is one. Alright, so this actually just terminates up here, it looks like. Yep. What about past these little bushes here? Alright. And what have we got here? This looks like a path that's probably just going to lead us in the loop around to the place where we sort of started. Nothing too interesting, it doesn't look like. Yeah, so that just loops back around down to here. Let's check what's just south of these trees, though. Because, again, we're having an easy time finding torch material. And we've got quite a lot of it. Now, we are going to run out of it pretty quickly, because we keep, like, picking it all up. Oh, it's just bat territory down here as well. Yeah, there's a lot of bat territory in this particular cave system. Let's go ahead and build our base somewhere around over here, I think. It's got some natural light. It's not too far from some of the resource nodes that we want to be able to access, like those bats. There's lots of sticks and twigs around here, and there's the potential for silk up there. There's a little bit of mushrooms over here. I haven't found a really good mushroom biome in a long time, though. It's really kind of weird. Let's go ahead and grab all our stuff for construction here. There we go. We'll even grab these. Chester, do you want my... We'll give him our spear, just because you don't really need that right now. And we'll equip our axe, just so it's out of the way. Perfect. Let's go ahead and build ourselves our fire pit. Now, fire pits are safe in trees, but let's still build this a little bit off to the side here. Let's build it here. Good, and let's go ahead and build some science. Because science rules, as Bill Nye the Science Guy has once proclaimed. Alright, and we need to get our electrical doodads and batteries up and running. So let's go ahead and cut some stone. Alright, let's drop that there for now. One of the things actually I should prototype like right away is a backpack. Right, because I'm wearing armor actually, which is rare for me. Alright, how many electrical doodads do I need for you? Alchemy engine, I need 2. 1, 2. I need like 2 more of these, I think. Oh no, I've got enough of those, I just need 1 more plank. Okay. Let's go planking a little bit. There we go. Alchemy engine built. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. We've got a pretty nice base established here all of a sudden. And that did not take us too long to get. So what else do we want to be doing while we're down here? That is an important question. Let's build rope, just so that we've got it. We want to make sure that we've got that available. Oh, I need to start moving around. And hope that I do not have something land on my head. Gotta watch out for those little shadows on the ground. They are that pre-warning system that there's something falling towards your head. Alright, let's grab that there. What we should actually be focusing on is lanterns. So let's go towards our alchemy engine here and figure out what we need for a lantern. It is 2 rope for a lantern. I am A-okay with that. And now that we've got one of these, this is going to just light up our lives. Pun absolutely intended. Alright, we could start eating the rest of our light bulbs just for the hell of it, but they don't provide any actual nourishment, so that's not ideal. Let's go ahead and cook a carrot. Eat it. Yum, yum, yum. And we do need to figure out what we're going to be doing for a perpetual food source down here. And unlike the other one, we don't have any great perpetual food sources because the spiders that we could be using are right beside the rabbits, and the rabbits are hostile to us when we kill the spiders because then we are carrying meat with us. So we'll check around. I'm wondering if there's an easier way to kill bats at this point in time. Bats are something that I don't actually enjoy chasing down that much in this game, but they could be potentially quite interesting as a food source. We're going to cook all of these up even though they're kind of worthless. Now, we don't have a miner's hat, which is a problem because it means I don't have any proper hands-free means of getting light. But we're still going to do this, and we can refill it whenever we need to, so it's a perfectly valid light source. And we're just going to continue exploring around a little bit now that we've got this, because it is a great way to do it. Alright, we got a mess down here. What is going on? Alright, so that's why. There's a tentacle lurking near there that is killing off the spiders. And we'll see what's past, I think, this area, but not worry too much about staying in it. Because there's not too many things that I would want necessarily here. Although, of course, we can capture and eat a lot of spiders in this area. Alright, so that's going to be interesting. Alright, so let's do a quick click here. Nope. And we still have monsters chasing us. Alright, our lantern already down to 88%, but we've got plenty of batteries. This is like a horror game in that you've got to watch the batteries on your light source and they go down very, very quickly. Okay. Oh, I was thinking that might be the end of the world. Looks like it is not. And there's a tentacle in the wrong biome. Fantastic. Okay, so this is going to be bat territory. I hate bats in this game. They're not great food. Ah, a mushroom biome it looks like. Yeah, this is a full-blown mushroom biome. I could have lived here, actually. The thing about this is that if you eat the right balance of mushrooms, you can live indefinitely just off those. It is a little bit far from any source of light bulbs, but we might be able to find some additional light bulb patches down here. Let's go ahead and add fuel to this. Yeah, so if we can, we might actually reestablish our base over here. We'll have to have a science outpost further out, because I don't really want to rebuild those things. But it might be interesting to just live everything based on just a balance of mushrooms. That's kind of sounds appealing to me. Now, there is no flint sources nearby here, I don't believe. So we would need to figure out a way to get pickaxes and, not pickaxes, but rather axes on a chronic basis. So we might actually have to, we'd have to travel a lot to our forward science outpost, quite a lot anyway. And that would just let us get our supply of sticks and grass back, because we do use those up quite quickly. This lantern is so much better light compared to a torch. I just love it. This is actually what I do in the caves when I actually bother with them, which is pretty rare. I just get a lantern and then I leave. Alright, looks like the mushroom biome has ended, so... Oh, actually, let's check around here first. Before I go down that path, because that looks like a dead-end path. You suddenly end up with these dead-end paths when you're going around down in the caves, and usually they look sort of like that did. Alright, a carrot for some reason. Lots of carrots, actually. And some light bulbs. This is a weird area. I'm expecting there might be, yeah, there's a couple of the rabbit houses here. They're using these carrots as nourishment. Alright. This is a fairly expansive cave complex, honestly. I think this is a dead end that I'm going down here. Let's just double check. Alright. There we go, just filling up our lantern, keeping it full. I do like that you can sort of turn it on and off when you put it on the ground. That's, I think, a fun feature. Alright. Well, we've done quite a lot of exploring. We've found ourselves another source of light bulbs that's nearby these mushroom trees. If I can find somewhere to get lots of other things like twigs and stone, I would be set. But I think I'm just going to have to suck up that I'm going to have to walk a distance to get one of those things on that list there. Because you never get everything that you want right beside you. I would just have to make a run through the tentacles. And the thing is, I can eventually ground those tentacles down to nothing by killing them off. They do die and remain dead, so that would be possible for us. So, are some bats in there, that's not a huge deal. Anyway, I think we're going to call this an episode here. We've done a lot of exploring. We've got our cave relatively established. We have an idea what's in it. So, anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in terms of objectives here. I just want to see how long I can sort of live in the caves. It's going to be very short because I'm going to get killed out by these bats as I cut to fade to black here. But anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable. And of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.